Hey there, my name is Pravus. Welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 Darkest Hour, playing as the Empire of Japan. We are at war with the Allies in a desperate attempt to take some key territory from them before Germany falls to the Soviets, which will probably be happening fairly soon. We're making some successful pushes down in Southeast Asia. I do need to consolidate some forces down here around the Dutch East Indies, but so far, honestly, this is looking kind of okay. We shouldn't have too much trouble with this. If I can get around and grab some more ports and stuff, that would obviously be just swell. I would love that a lot. Keep taking some territory up over this direction, clear these islands out, whatever the heck else it's going to be. I appreciate that a lot of this stuff has some nice, convenient straight crossings, so it's easy for me to get over here and just keep taking whatever I want to. But we're going to have to eventually deal with Australia over here, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I would actually just like to capitulate these guys. It would make my life a little bit easier. The Federated Malay States. These are some guys I'm going to have to take out as well. What else are we doing? Well, we finish off Canada. We're going to go take on Labrador and Newfoundland. That shouldn't be too hard. I'd actually like to also set up a naval invasion of Greenland, which appears to have only a single port off in that direction. Well, that's probably fine. Let's move you here, and try to reset that. There we go. Okay. We can land around some of here. That'd be great. Is Iceland a part of the Allies? They are, so I'm at war with them as well. So the goal is going to be to take over all this, then gradually get over to Iceland, and then get ready for a grand naval invasion around the UK. And I have a strong enough navy that I think there's a chance that that's going to work out okay for me. I will call in Manchuria here at this point, because I feel like having them bring some extra troops down here is not the worst thing I've ever heard of. You guys need to finish that all off. Looks like we are going to be pushing into HoI. I imagine the Indo-Chinese Union is going to be falling fairly soon following that, but we really need to be getting a lot more supply in some of these regions. That's kind of what's starting to kill me a little bit. Engineering focuses, we are quite behind on a lot of these things. We could go for better radar. We could go for some research bonuses. Yeah, that seems a bit better. Let's go ahead and do some stuff like that. So overall, the war's going fine. It's just a question of how much longer are the Germans going to last. And if they fall, you know, are we going to be able to take on the rest of the world alone? Because that's basically what it's coming down to. Japan will be standing alone against the entirety of the world. We've got the manpower. We don't quite have the equipment, mostly in the form of support equipment, but we could get there. I just need to play this relatively smart. That's the thing. If I can be smart about it, we'll get them. I am very concerned about our supply issues in these areas. We don't really have much in the way of supply. I need to start building out additional hubs just to continue sustaining my advance. No reason to take unnecessary casualties out of the arrangement, I should think. Hey, Purple, where did you go? Where are you going? Wait a minute. No. How? The cavalry hath betrayed me. No, get over here, finish these guys off, please, and thank you. I know you can do it. I have faith in you. Now, here's where I'm going to do something a bit controversial, but I think we need to, and here's my reasoning. I'm going to cheat. And the reason I'm going to cheat is I think something's broken. So, I'm looking at the historical stuff as far as prime ministers, and I think a trigger did not actually fire off. Abe should have retired a long time ago, like January 1940 or something like that. Or maybe 1941. Whatever it's going to be. Fumimaro should be taking power, like, in a month. So, I feel like I'm getting screwed here because I can't do some of these focuses so long as certain people are not taking the prime ministership, right? This is supposed to be fired about by now. Let me just double check the exact date so I'm not lying to you. Yeah, Fumimaro takes power again, sorry, a while ago. July of 1940 is when he was supposed to be in power. We're almost a year late. So, something borked here for sure, and it's preventing me from moving on to this stuff. Also, if that's the case, I wouldn't be surprised if this one's gonna be broken as well with Tojo Hideki, who's supposed to take power in October of this year. Also, I'm not even sure this is gonna fire because we took out the United States too fast. So, I don't know what's gonna happen with this, but I'm gonna use a cheat here that basically is to bypass focuses. And there's no more checks involved as far as what focuses you're allowed to take. So now I can click on this. I should have been able to do it a while ago. Then I'm going to go ahead and turn this back off. And if we need to reevaluate when we get to Tojo, fine. But we clearly have ruined ourselves and our ability to get through the national focus tree, and it's not my fault. What do you mean, canceled? Oh, for God's sake. Well, what I don't like is that I think in order to do this now, I have to let the AI basically have no checks as well. But fine, if that's the way it's going to be in order to actually continue, fine. I want to see what the rest of this mod has to offer, right? I don't think that's an unreasonable thing to request. I'd like to see what we can do. And that means I need to be able to continue down my national focus tree. And this is the only way I know how to do it. Unless the game is magically going to do it at the wrong time, right? And we're going to get Fumimaro naturally later. In which case, okay, it's not that it's... Well, it's not right, but at least it's not broken. But I suspect it's broken. That's my entire problem. So that's why I'm doing that. Hopefully you guys will understand. I don't cheat lightly. In this case, I think of it more of a debug. That's what I consider this to be. All right, let's go ahead and launch some of our naval invasions in these areas, and let's get this back under control. Looks like a whole new army is ready to go. We'll go ahead and toss you guys over here. I'm not too sure what to do with you right now, except for leave you on defense, because I'm not going to be sending you to a front line where I don't have any supply. Just waiting on a bit more support equipment to finish out the rest of these guys, and we'll have full armies ready to go. That at least gives me a much better chance of success, I think. Hold on. You are struggling here. We need to get some extra reinforcements this way, and let's get some extra guys over this way. There we go. And if we can clear this all out, that'll be great. I do want to take out Batavia so we can finish off the Dutch East Indies, but I need to be ready to fight against Australia off that direction as well. Looks like somehow the UK has taken over Iceland and Denmark. I'm not really sure how that worked out, but okay. Good for you, question mark? I guess the Danes just decided to completely capitulate to you, somehow. Political parties merge. Change of popularity and fascism. Well, yeah. That is a thing. Alright, so we get Greenland under our control. That's good. Apparently we can launch from here, too, which is weird. But alright. So now I need to get some troops in position to go for an invasion around Iceland, I think. So let's plan on that being our next major naval invasion. Lend-Lease of artillery. Oh, wow. I ran out of artillery and anti-air. Wow. Unexpected. Okay, let's go ahead and toss some extra factories into those for sure. Pull back on the light tanks. At this point, I'm not using them, so why waste the factories on it, I guess. And where else are we running out of stuff? We're good on motorized, good on trains. Most of my aircraft I still need more of, but it's not that we're running out of that per se. Anti-tank, don't care. Yeah, for the most part, we're okay. I think it's just support equipment, and it's all the artillery and anti-air. So let's go ahead and pull back a bit on motorized. Let's pull back a bit on armored cars. I was hoping to toss those in as a replacement for recon. Not as important right now. Let's make sure that we get all the equipment we need to stay at full strength. Germany, how you doing there, bud? Not great, but you're holding little bit by little bit. I'm almost ready to go take on... What's this? The techie guy so proclamation? No idea what happened. Is it just me, or is Japan, like, not finished? Did I make a mistake playing as Japan? That's kind of my question. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do that. I thought all of the big vanilla nations were supposed to be ready in this version of Darkest Hour. I thought that's what it said. Maybe I was supposed to play as one of the European ones or something and this isn't completely finished. I don't know. But either way, I'm having fun with Japan so far. It's just clearly got a few bugs and some stuff's not working the way it was supposed to. Anyways, are you actually still moving? God, we are so slow. Peru declares war on Ecuador. Well, that's just mean, but okay. We should be about to finish out the UK and Canada. So that's all going to be done now. Beautimus. So we've got that. I did want to do a quick little naval invasion here. For that, I need to get at least a few ships. Let's just send you guys on a patrol mission, like right here or something. I think that'll be fine. I just need to have enough naval superiority that they can move. But alright, so that's all looking good. How are we doing over here? Not great. You guys are not moving, and you're supposed to. Let's set you to aggressive. There's no one here. There's no reason you can't have finished these guys off by now. Get over here and take the ports if you are so concerned about having enough supply. I understand that concern, but you're going about it in the worst possible way. Let's begin the naval invasion of Reykjavik. We're going to pop over here to Iceland. That's going to be a very convenient spot for me, because then I can have my navy control, let's say, these 3 tiles over here, and I can begin landing around Scotland and Northern Ireland. And that'll be pretty good for us. Then I can just pop loads of troops over here into the UK and crush them, as long as the supply exists. How much collaboration did I get against the UK, by the way? Only 20%. Still counts for something, though. I'll take it. Makes it a little bit easier for me to own stuff later. The French Republic are probably going to be my next big goal. After that, everything focuses on the USSR. I'm very, very scared that the USSR is going to turn their attention to me as soon as they have finished off... Whoa. See, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, things are clearly not done. Something's still up here. But yeah, the USSR is certainly going to be turning their attention to me as soon as we're done with all of this, and that's not good. All right, we finished with that. Now I'm going to go back to this, and I'm going to turn off the no checks, and hopefully this ends up being okay, and I didn't just ruin the game by giving the AI powers they're not supposed to. But that's now taken care of. The Fascist Party is now officially known as the, what was it, Imperial Assistance something or whatever? Yeah, so that's all now a thing. Cool. Yeah, great. We are apparently struggling to land over here. Really? Really, though? I thought for sure that this would be easy, but no. They've got a ridiculous amount of entrenchment. Friggin' Canada. Should be landing in Iceland right about now. Looks like we don't have naval dominance in a couple of places anymore, but that doesn't matter too much. Just need some flanking bonuses, and bada boom. And while we are at it, let's go ahead and take one of these guys and start marching around. As long as we still win this fight, which we will, we'll be fine. You guys get up over here. Just need to control the supply hubs, which we are about to do. There goes the Indo-Chinese Union, finally. All right, so that's all taken care of. I will rearrange my troops in a second. Let's just make sure we win this nicely. Perfect. All right, so we'll take over the rest of Iceland, and we need to greatly increase the amount of supply in this area. It's kind of a high priority if I want to get enough troops stacked up here that we can make a successful naval invasion around the UK. So this actually was a very clean little invasion. That's taken care of nicely. With these guys, I could go for a naval invasion around the Federated Malay States, and that'll make it easier to get into places like Singapore. Kind of like that idea. Let's plan on some more naval invasions that way too. How are we doing as far as constructing some of these supply hubs? Still takes so long. I really think that supply hubs are something that take too long to construct. I understand that they need to take a little while, right? Because you want to make it a major war target to go after those supply hubs. That's really important, and I understand that, and that makes perfect sense. However, the result is it can delay your war by months because supply hubs simply don't exist everywhere. There just needs to be more ways of getting them a little bit faster, in my opinion. I think that would make the game a little bit more fun. All right, well, we finished with the National Defense State. That's a couple extra factories. There's still nothing I can do here, and I'm not going to cheat on this one because Tojo wouldn't take power until October anyway. So for all I know, this might come into fruition. I think that there needs to be a bypass focus here, where if you're no longer at war with the United States, I can still do this. You know, to me, that makes sense. But, modders seem to have not taken that into account. Maybe. I don't know. Gonna begin the naval invasion down over this direction. Looks like they don't have a lot to defend them, which is great. Let's get up to Georgetown, make sure we snag some of those ports, so that we have plenty of supply coming in. One of you guys pop over here into Kuantan as well, and that will make sure we have even more to work with. Beautimus. All right, with that done, we should be able to pull all of the troops over here. So now we're kind of sitting here waiting for more supply to show up. Not the most fun position to be in. We could just try to do some naval invasions and grab the Faroe Islands and stuff. They're not exactly great, but like, it is more supply points and lets me just kind of have more troops around. I don't know, if we can take it from the UK, I guess I'm not opposed. There goes the Malay States. Makes my life a little bit easier. And then all of you guys need to set up along here, because new goal is to push in this way into the Dutch East Indies. Germany, amazingly, is still holding the line here. Not too sure how, but they are. Looks like there's a major offensive going on in the west, but the Soviets have stopped attacking. Ooh, does that mean that they are looking to attack me soon? Oh boy, that could be the case. Hopefully not. We have to wait till all these troops get in position, then we can try to make a push up into the north here. Of course, that's going to alert the UK to be very afraid of me, but, I mean, it'd still be nice to take these islands, because then I can build some nice air bases, and I'll be able to start strategic bombing the crud out of them. Upgrades to support companies. Probably some more supply usage. It's not that far ahead of time, and definitely worth it right now, since supply has been a major concern for me. We're going to try to land over here around Queen Charlotte again, and if this fails... okay, they apparently had retreated and I didn't even notice. Perfect! Alright, that solves that problem. Thank you. Oh, and before I forget, let's go ahead and prepare another collaboration government with the Japanese this time. You may commence when ready. Just try to get as much collaboration there as possible. Come on, Germany, keep holding. You're doing alright so far. Keep holding. Whoa, we had an invasion around China and I didn't even notice. Right, let's redeploy my units over here, please. Nice and quick, if you don't mind. Got an upgrade for my small arms a little bit ahead of time. Not by much, mind you, but a little bit. That is nice. Could go for upgrades for heavy weapons as well. Guess I might as well do that. Are we looking okay on our guns? Yeah, small arms were fine. It's artillery and stuff, and actually, believe it or not, heavy weapons that are starting to have some problems. Because, of course, yeah, we're taking a lot of attrition because we're fighting in all these jungles and stuff, and most of this is not exactly hospitable for us. So all this attrition in all these different locations simply ain't working out for me anymore. This is proving to be a bit rough. Okay, thus begins the naval invasion of the northern UK and the Faroe Islands. That's all on its way. I've got a lot more troops on their way down here because I was not expecting this much. Good lord, a coalition of all sorts of folks just popped in over here. Let's try to get to some of the big areas like Nanning. If we can get the ports, all these guys are going to die. It's just a matter of redeploying a lot of troops. Gosh dang it. I don't recall even hearing a notification that those guys arrived, and we still can't make any pushes over here, for God's sake. Singapore just will not lose. Ah, this is so irritating. Fine, I'll build even more supply, because the one place I can attack Singapore is the one that has no supply. Because of course. Alright, got a lot riding on this moment. Here's hoping there's not a lot of defenses. There are some, for sure. Okay, some defenses there as well. Hoping not to lose a lot of units. Managed to land here at least. Not looking good, though. They're trying to attack me immediately, which is probably a sensible thing to do. Uh-oh. This is not looking like a good naval invasion at all, if I'm honest. Not looking good. Yeah, we are struggling with this one. My soft attack is absolute garbage up here right now. No supply. Unsurprisingly, that is going to be a problem. I'm going to have you stop attacking to preserve your organization as much as possible. I'm building a naval base. If I can get a single one built, we'll be fine. But that's proving tough. They tried sending a bunch of naval bombers and all of them got shot down, so that's a good sign at least. I hate the idea of losing 2 soldiers here. But that may be what ends up happening here. I need you to stop. Well, you can keep attacking, but I don't think it's going to go very well. Pull back. These guys are the ones that are in danger. I doubt we're going to be able to hold off here long enough in the Scottish Highlands. This will be done not for a while, and it can't make progress because we're under attack. The good news is his stats suck as well. This could be done in theory as early as February. If I can hold off here for a couple of months, we'd be fine. Which is very weird. Very weird indeed. And he's sending reinforcements up here, which is not going to be good. Because then he's going to get some big flanking bonuses on me. Yeah, I don't know that there's much I can do about that. I think that was just a failed invasion straight up. The problem is he can just keep tossing units at me, and I don't really have a great way of getting more organization. So all he has to do is just keep attacking again and again, even if he loses these fights. Eventually he's going to wear me down, and that is exactly what he's trying to do. I'm going to launch another naval invasion of a bunch of troops to try and reinforce and save this. If I can scare them back long enough to build up my own supply port, we can save these guys and still manage to get into the Scottish Highlands. It's not likely to work, but it is possible to work. So I'm going to try really hard. Here come the reinforcements, and I'm pretty sure he's not defending any of these areas. All right, hit him. Get in here, hit him. You guys push forward, and we're going to start building up a backup base over here. At least a couple levels of it. It's going to take a while to set up, but that's fine. If we can get any sort of supply in this area, even if I can't take a dock myself, that's going to end up being great. And now he's not going to kill these guys, which means I've got a very good chance of actually finishing this out in about a month. Good, here we go. Is there anything else really to research in the focus tree? Not really. Some special forces maybe. If I can get a single victory point over here, by the way, some local supply is most certainly going to help. These guys are now surrounded, so that's a couple of them gone. Good. All right. So that's looking nice. So we're starting to make some roads there. I need to get my navy the heck out of there. They're not taking much damage, but like we don't need the naval invasion support anymore. So why risk the British Navy coming to kill me when we can just go ahead and retreat? All right. So with that all done, how are we looking over here? Better actually. So you guys can just basically start punching through here. You guys need to basically start punching through here. These guys have kind of cut me off, but honestly, if I can just punch in this direction around Hanoi, they'll all die off as well. Still 0 luck over there. Still 0 luck over here. All right. Yeah, these armies are struggling to find literally any way of punching into the Dutch East Indies right now. Very annoying. Low echelon supply system will certainly help to a degree. More engineer defense and stuff, sure, why not? These guys are going to be a little hard to unseat right now, since we don't have any organization to speak of. But if I can continue pushing a surround against them, we'll be okay. Gosh, these guys just had to be annoying, didn't they? But the good news is the Allies is committing quite a lot of forces over here. And as long as the Soviets don't attack me, I can handle this. And it's just going to be a lot of free kills for me. So it's annoying, but it's actually not that big of a deal. This is the bigger deal. And we're making some solid progress on this one. Really solid here. Unfortunately, I can't really attack there at all. But what I can do is try building up some air bases. So we'll be able to get some air support over here. And soon enough, we'll be all right. He's sending more troops up this way because he wants to attack me over here, which I guess I sort of understand, but I don't think that's going to work as well for him as he thinks. It's amazing to me how quickly things seem to have fallen apart over here right now. My equipment losses are just really, really, really bad right now. All right, can we launch this naval invasion? My thought here is... Actually, wait, they pulled off this front line. We can go ahead and push straight forward. Well, naval invasion totally unnecessary over here now, but that's fine. Let's land over here, let's get these guys killed, let's try to cross the strait. You can at least flank now, which should make my life a little bit easier. I just need to get in here and take out the Dutch East Indies. That's going to free up so many troops. It's going to make my life a lot easier. Gosh dang. Fighting the Allies, man, on so many fronts. It's tough, and yeah, not always as fun. We got some supply up over here, which is huge. Might be able to push here. Not with the strait crossing, we can't. All right. This is not a connected supply hub, but... we might be able to build up a quick railroad connecting that up, and that should give me some supply in this region. And with that, we can get a lot more troops over here, like a lot more. Oh, what the heck is going on up over here? Right, of course, India had access to this area, and I didn't even think about it. You guys are really being annoying, you know that? You really, really, really are. All right. It's fine. We'll clean this up. I'm just getting really annoyed by it. Because it shouldn't be this difficult to push these guys out. These are all supposed to be trash units. That's sort of the point, right? They're all colonial units. They don't have much to them. That's supposed to be the idea, and yet somehow these guys are actually proving to be a bit of a problem. Should be about to take a major air base close to Glasgow, which is going to be good. Clearing out some of this area over here. Might start building out another port just to be safe over here. The more supply I stack up over here, the better, though it's still taking a very long time to build, unfortunately. But we'll get there, Okay, so... not the best launch against the Allies it could have been. Not the worst, though. The Germans are still holding out. We're losing some ground and territory that's kind of hard to hold anyway, so it's not a big deal. We finally have cut some of these guys off, and I've got supply again. So now I just need to come through here and start systematically cleaning these guys up. Grabbing victory points in particular, preventing these guys from getting too much supply. And we need to clear these guys up. Ugh, wish I had another round of armies, but we are only just starting to catch back up on artillery. I'm still very behind in things like heavy weapons. But at least now that we're not attacking in lots of stupid directions, we seem to be making some good progress. If I can just punch through this dang strait, what I need to do is do another naval invasion. And you know what? I'm going to plan on that. Let's plan on another naval invasion coming out of here and landing, let's say over here, actually. And we can surround these guys and kill them that way. Or, at the very least, I can make a push down into the capital of the Dutch East Indies and get rid of that. I feel like if I can clear out the Dutch East Indies, that's going to make it a lot harder for the Allies to have the naval control they need to do naval invasions. Then I can focus fire my troops back up where they need to be, take out Burma, push into the Indian Empire, hopefully keep some troops on my borders to defend against the Soviets in case they get any ideas, but who knows. But once this is all cleared out, that's going to make it a lot easier to focus fire my troops. And if I can just get the supply points I need, I will happily transfer loads of troops over into the UK. That's all I'm waiting on right now, is just getting supply. Because I've got so many troops waiting in the wings, but I can't use any of them. That's the problem. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I'd ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.